You work hard, you're talented, you follow all the best money advice. But wealth seems to come in, stick around for a second, and then evaporate. If that happens, then you have a second house blockage. In Vedic astrology, the second house of wealth is a powerhouse. It governs your accumulated resources, your self-worth, and your voice. It also rules your childhood values, the family you grew up with, your face, your throat, and your mouth. The blockage isn't usually about skill. It's about a deep, often unconscious contradiction between what you say you want and what you believe you deserve. Now, self-worth is the biggest key to the second house. So today we're using your second house as the divine instruction to identify the block and unlock true sustainable abundance. So the second house rules your accumulated resources, but its fundamental engine is your sense of value. Here's the secret sauce, the core principle. Your outer wallet can never exceed your inner worth. When your planets challenge your second house, they create blockages in your self-worth, which in turn blocks your cash flow. If the Lord of your second house is debilitated or weak, you might constantly undermine your worth by working for too little, struggling to ask for a raise, or feeling guilty when spending money on yourself. Let's say it's a malefic planet, let's say it's Rahu. Rahu sits in your second house. You might always be chasing that next big thing, always dissatisfied with what you have. This compulsion drives you, but prevents you from being satisfied and stable. If Saturn sits in your second house, it imposes restriction and fear. You may hoard resources out of scarcity or be so afraid of loss that you never invest or give out money, limiting your accumulation out of fear. If Mars sits in your second house, the block is often impulsivity and conflict. You might spend aggressively, debate money matters constantly, or see your income fluctuate violently. If Ketu sits in your second house, the block is detachment or even self-sabotage. You may unconsciously feel money is dirty or unimportant, leading to careless spending or an inability to save, as if you simply don't care about material resources. If the Sun sits in your second house, the block is often ego attached to money. Your self-worth becomes entirely reliant on your income, leading to prideful spending or overinvestment in status symbols. If Mercury sits in your second house, there may be a little block. It's analysis paralysis or over-focus on details. You might spend too much time calculating and researching, leading to missed opportunities or an inability to make firm financial decisions. If a strong, well-placed benefic planet like Jupiter or Venus is in the second house, it tends to bless your self-worth and your income. You naturally command a higher price for your services. You easily accumulate savings, and you feel genuinely worthy of abundance. Which is why these people seem to attract wealth effortlessly. As you may say, some people attract it. The block is not financial. So it's a self-worth block that demands spiritual attention if you are having that kind of an issue. Let's unlock your second house. Let's talk about the 3 pillars that will unlock your second house blockage. What are they? They're your speech, your accumulation, and your food consumption. Yes, you can fix the block by proactively managing these 3 pillars the second house governs. Speech. The words you use define your reality. If you constantly speak lack, gossip, or self-deprecation that say, I'm terrible with money, you're actively blocking your second house. So what's the fix? Well, banish that language of scarcity. Only speak of abundance and value, even when it feels like a lie. Speak positive affirmations about your bank account and your self-worth, your worth. This retrains your subconscious. The second house is about saving and holding resources. People with blocks often spend everything they earn because their subconscious believes they don't deserve to keep it. What's the fix? Commit to saving even a small amount, say $10 a week, to teach your subconscious mind that you're capable of holding wealth. This small act rewires the belief system around possession and stability. So that's number 2, is savings. Third is food consumption. How you nourish yourself reflects your worth. Eating poorly, mindlessly, disrespecting your body is an active way to devalue yourself. So what is the fix? Honor your body. Consume high quality food mindfully and invest in your well-being. Eat fruits, vegetables. This is a direct physical expression of I'm worthy of good things. Your body is worthy. Now let's talk about some advanced healing in addition to those 3 things. How is the second house connected to some of your other houses, especially the 8th house, the 6th house, and the 12th house, the Sthana houses? Astrology is an interconnected system, and your wealth house is deeply linked to these other houses. Understanding these links is how you unlock massive wealth. Let's talk about the 2nd, 8th house axis. Second house is your money house, and 8th house is other people's money. Okay, just like 1st and 7th house, your house, other people's house. So the 8th house is the money of others, your partners, through investments, through inheritance. They're directly opposite. So what is the explanation behind this? You gain the most sustainable wealth when you facilitate transformation, which is 8th house, for others. Your income will dramatically increase when you shift your focus from selling products, which solves a small problem, to selling solutions to deep, complex problems, which causes a permanent 8th house level transformation. When you heal others, their resources flow to you. This is a secret of the highest paid consultants and healers. Let's talk about the 6th, 12th house axis. It's a service and the service teeth and service axis. The 6th house rules your service, which is your work, your daily jobs. And the 12th house rules your expense, giving and charity. Giving money away, which is 12th house, or dedicating funds to service, which is 6th house, is often the key to releasing the accumulation blockage in the 2nd house. Well, what's the explanation behind this, you might say? Well, the universe needs to know that you're a channel, not a dam. You're not blocking it. By dedicating a portion of your resources to service or charity, you prove to the cosmos that you are capable of handling abundance because you will allow it to flow through you to others. You won't just hoard it for yourself. This spiritual commitment releases the scarcity fear in the 2nd house. So let's talk about fixing the 2nd house and the planetary remedies. Regardless of what planet is sitting in your 2nd house or aspecting it, the core remedy is always self-worth and speech. So here are some of the targeted actions that you can take. If your 2nd house is afflicted by Sun or Mars, the block is your ego, your aggression. Your remedy is use your voice to defend others' worth, not just your own. Practice generous, non-competitive spending on others. If you're afflicted by Saturn, your 2nd house, the block is fear, scarcity. So what's your remedy? You create rigid, predictable savings goals. Saturn respects structure. You commit to one long-term investment to calm its fear of loss. If it's afflicted by Ketu, the block is detachment, self-sabotage. What's your remedy? Force yourself to handle physical cash, not just cards. Consciously track every penny to ground your energy into the material realm and take ownership of your resources. If it's afflicted by Rahu, the North Node, the block is insatiable desire. What's your remedy? Practice radical gratitude daily. List everything you do have to calm the constant hunger for the next big thing. So, what's your final instruction? Well, your second house is your blueprint for sustainable abundance. You need to stop looking for external solutions and start looking at the simple acts you perform every day. Are you speaking abundance or speaking lack? Are you honoring your vessel, your body, or are you neglecting it by eating bad food? Your worthiness is already established. You don't have to earn the right to be wealthy. You only have to claim it. When you fix the internal self-worth block, the external money block must dissolve. So, take the first step now. Tell me in the comments, what is the one negative phrase you use about money or yourself that you're going to banish from your speech this week? Let the comment section be your contract with the universe, and it might help others. Do a good deed. If this video has helped you shift your perspective on wealth, please share it with one person, at least one, if not several, that you know that are working hard but still struggling financially. You might just give them the key to their own breakthrough. When you do good deeds, your chart improves. If you found value in this instruction, please like and subscribe. Here, we believe that you deserve the best life that your chart promised you. And obviously hit the bell icon if you'd like to be notified of any of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching.